Welcome back to Thumbs Up SoFlo. I'm Denise Casale, your host today. I have the pleasure today with me, Jorge Baste. He's with me representing the organization called Miami-Dade Association of Health Underwriters. I have to say, I did not know that this organization existed, and I'm super excited to learn more about it, and I want you to share as much as you can so that our audience can gain the excellence and the good work that the organization can provide for those of us that are just the norm and going everyday life and having and wondering what our healthcare is doing. So please share with me a little bit about yourself first, how you started in the industry, how long you've been in the industry, and then give us a little bit of insight on what prompted you to want to join this particular organization.
Sure. I've been in the industry for 24 years, longer than I care to say sometimes. And what prompted me to go into the industry really was family. My cousins were in the industry, and they convinced me to get my license and really start working. And from the inception, I loved it because you were helping people, you were helping businesses provide health insurance for the most part and save them money on their premiums.
Yeah.
And it just grew, and I've been doing that along with other things for 24 years.
So it sounds to me you found your passion.
I found my passion. Yes, ma'am.
That's really great. If we can find that every day, we'll never work a day in our lives, from what I've heard. So tell me a little bit more now about the Miami-Dade Association of Health Underwriters.
Sure.
Tell me a little bit about how exactly one would become a member, and what's the most important thing above all things, why they would want to be a member of the organization.
Well, one becomes a member. It's very simple. You just fill out the membership application, which is available at our website. Our website is miamidahu.org. Yep. And what are the advantages of becoming a member? Number one, we're your legislative voice, both in Washington, D.C. and Tallahassee, Florida.
Critical. We need a voice.
Absolutely. We offer numerous continuing education courses, which you do need to renew your license every 2 years.
Okay.
We have monthly meetings, general meetings where you can network with other colleagues in the industry, seasoned agents, as well as people from other industries that attend our meetings, and really stay on top of what's going on and what the new trends are.
What would you say the biggest challenge right now within the industry we're facing?
The biggest challenge right now, legislatively, healthcare is quite honestly a mess. The biggest challenge, in my personal opinion, is transparency.
Okay. What does transparency mean?
Transparency means to actually know what certain medical procedures cost,
right?
What your cost is going to be. And one of the ways over the last several years that's being addressed is through consumer-driven healthcare, right, where the consumer is actually becoming more active in managing their healthcare, not so much as far as doctors and hospitals, but when you go see those doctors and hospitals, what you're going to pay.
Okay, and these are topics that the association would address to the audience and essentially give them information so that they can have good conversation when they're out there talking to potential clients or existing clients. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay,
Yes.
So what exactly is the most important thing an agent of this association would communicate right now to a potential client or existing client that they've gained from listening to the association?
The most important thing is, well, number one, which I will mention, is every day you're going to receive a legislative update emailed over to you.
As an agent.
As an agent.
A member,
as
really.
a member.
As a member.
Correct. And that's going to keep you on top of everything that's going on.
Fantastic.
There is numerous legislative issues. Far too many to mention in this 5-minute segment.
I would imagine that the actual website itself would have information that would talk about legislation that's of top of mind at this time.
Absolutely.
It's a resource.
Yeah. Our website will have that information. Our website will also have a link to the National Association of Health Underwriters website, which anything and everything you ever wanted to know about the health insurance industry and legislation, you will find it there.
It sounds to me, if I were an active agent or someone coming out of the gate to be now a new agent, this would be a prime organization to really be a part of from the get-go, because you're really getting insight, I would imagine, as fast as it comes out, so long as you're in tune to what is going on in your industry, and it really makes you that much more informative.
Correct.
And valuable to your client. Would you agree?
I agree. It makes you a lot more valuable to your client. And not only that, you're going to have a step up on your competition that may not be a member.
excellent. I mean, we all need to have that step up in making a difference. So with everything that's going on right now, if you are in the organization itself, I'm assuming although it's Miami-Dade that there are other counties that have their own association, or can they just cross the lines and say, I want to join this one and join that one? Is that something that can be done?
Yes, it can be done. You can join. You don't specifically have to live in Miami-Dade to be a member of the Miami-Dade Association of Health Underwriters, but there are other great associations out there throughout the state. Most people will probably gravitate towards something that's going to be closer to home, but we have a lot to offer as well.
Okay. So let me just ask one more question. If I were a member, what's the one most important thing you would say to me why I should join?
We are your voice in Washington, D.C. for legislative issues, as well as Tallahassee, Florida. And we will keep you informed, and you will know what's going on, as well as have a step up on your competition.
Well, Jorge, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
It
you.
really is great to hear that such an organization is out there. And I do encourage anyone that's listening to please get in touch with the organization and become a member if it's of value to you. Thank you so much for being here. And we'll be back very soon to hopefully hear more about the organization, how you're growing.
Great.
And we'll be right back. Thumbs up.